Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome you today to PPGI Talks, an event that bridges critical topics in artificial intelligence and digital ethics. Together, we will explore the intersections of technology, society, and human values through the insights of two remarkable speakers. Our first guest, Professor Dr. Karina Fernandes. Well, we've got the same surname, but we're not related, right? That could be. Brings a wealth of expertise in linguistics and international education, with a PhD from Universidade Federal do Paraná, focusing on English as a medium of instruction and teacher training. Professor Karina is not only a dedicated academic, but also a passionate advocate for bilingual education, which she practices both professionally and at home with her twin children. At PUC Paraná, she serves as an internationalization agent and assistant professor, playing key roles in innovative programs like the American Academy in collaboration with Kent State University. Her current research delves into EMI, active methodologies, and teacher training, always striving to connect education and global perspectives. Thank you very much and enjoy the event.
So, good afternoon, nice to meet you. So, as he said, I am all of that he said, yes, but I'm also other things, yeah. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about redeeming self-worth in the artificial intelligence age. That means, how can we define ourselves? How can we rescue ourselves inside this artificial intelligence age that everybody's talking about nowadays, yeah? So I decided to bring something a little bit different from what you are already listening from other talks or on the internet and all that. I hope you enjoy. I hope I expect reach your expectations, okay? So, yes, he talked a little bit about me. So, just to you get closer a little bit, yeah, this is my family. So, as Professor said, they are twins, Arthur and André. I was saying about the technological thing, to have this, because they were very well planned for 6 years. So we used a lot of technology to have them after 6 years. So they were fertilized and they were also frozen. So, and they are now here, very healthy babies. Yeah. So the new area, yeah. And this is my husband, Anderson, and this is me and Poki, yeah, one of my roles, yeah. So I am a wife, I am a mother, I am an international agent. So at our university, we have a lot of international agents in each area. So we can boost internationalization in our PUC University. I'm also professor, coordinator from specialization course. So I don't know if you know, but we have this professional translator specialization course, yes, in which Lincoln is one of our professors. And the course, even with artificial intelligence, we are growing even more each semester, yeah. We have around 100 students per year, so I don't know, if you think about artificial intelligence and translators, and the specialization is growing, so yeah. I'm also a researcher, of course. When you are a PhD, yes, when you work at university, you have to do a lot of research, and mostly I work with professors' development, when the professors, they teach in another language. So if you have professors from law school, for example, and they want to teach their subject in another language or in English, I am the person who helps them to develop their classes and so on. So that's what I do as educational designer. Okay? So this is me, and then I can ask you, who are you? Of course, I'm not going to tell you to introduce yourself, but I want you to take a moment and think who you are. Yes, you are a daughter, you are a son, you are a sister, brother, you are a student, you are a teacher, English teacher, or you are a translator. So you have a lot of roles, yes, in your life, as we all have. So take a moment to think about this, and at the end, we will go back to this, okay? So now, do you know this person? Yes, Pablo Picasso, we all know. So I'm going to show you a video. It's very short. I think I put on speed. It's only 3 minutes. So I want you just to pay attention on what he's doing, how is he doing, okay?
Bon, on y va. Claude.
Oui,
Qu'est-ce qu'il reste dans l'appareil?
150 mètres.
Ça te fait 5 minutes.
Ça suffit.
Bon. Alors, en noir ou en couleur?
En couleur, c'est plus drôle.
Bien, et qu'est-ce que tu fais?
N'importe quoi.
Comme d'habitude?
Mais attends, tu vas voir, je vais te réserver une surprise.
Bien. Moteur. Ça tourne. Tu as déjà une demi-minute de passé.
Encore un petit peu, hein?
Oui, mais dépêche-toi, j'ai un peu triché.
Quoi?
J'ai un peu triché pour te laisser du temps.
Ça va, ça va.
Attention, je coupe, arrête-toi.
C'est bien, c'est fini.
If you think about everything, the filmmaking, you know, how much time he did in 5 minutes, he's well known around the world for his skills. Yes, he has a lot of skills. We don't have the same skills, but we have our own skills, our own abilities. Maybe we are not good at painting, but we are good in a lot of other things, yes? And then he has this process of doing what he's doing. He has the experience of doing that. A lot of things to do that in 5 minutes, yes? It's not just he woke up one day and did that in 5 minutes. He has a lot of experience and history behind what he just did, yeah? So, do you feel threatened by artificial intelligence in your profession, in your day, in your daily basis? Do you feel threatened? You're gonna feel that you're going to be replaced? So, back in time, we had the telemakers, they were replaced by artificial intelligence, and the supermarket cashier, usually or mostly the low-wage workers, and then we thought, it's not related to us. It's only this technological that is repetitive, so they were replaced. We are not going to be replaced, yes, because we use our brain, so that cannot be possible. And then we had the artificial intelligence displace knowledge professionals, like professors, and then we feel threatened. Okay, we're going to be replaced or not. And then a lot of things came to our area of translators, of professors, teaching another language. So we started to feel some things like, so we realized, okay, maybe it's not some jobs, maybe our job is also in danger. Or we started diminishing self-worth. So if artificial intelligence can do that, so who am I? So if someone can have a course online with a machine saying what is the perfect native speaker accent, so who am I with my English that I have, I'm not saying there is such a thing, okay, yes, perfect accent, okay, I don't believe that. I believe everybody has their own accent. So we feel diminishing ourselves or lower self-esteem. We professors also felt that societal value, we already have not much value from society in some cases, and then we have the artificial intelligence coming, and then we feel that we're going to be replaced. So where's our dignity? And then we have the imposter syndrome. Like we have imposter syndrome with our English, and now we have imposter syndrome with artificial intelligence. If we are not good enough, yes, we start feeling these things. And then this starts removing our personality, yes? We feel resentment, resistance, rejection. Probably you have some professors that they are like this. No, artificial intelligence is not in this class. I'm not going to do anything related to technology. I'm not going to do anything like that, because they feel that they're going to be replaced. So they feel resistance. So we have in one side these people that are against artificial intelligence. I'm not going to use, I'm not going to include in my class because they feel threatened. Okay, first they thought, no, only some professionals are going to be replaced. No, many professors can be replaced. So I'm not going to get closer to that because I feel threatened. Yeah. And then one thing that we have is professors need affirmation. Who doesn't want to teach or who doesn't want to talk in front of everybody and leave and say, oh, that was really good. Oh, your class today was really good. Who doesn't want to feel that? All the professors, if you're an English teacher, you go to your class and you teach. After the class, one student said, thank you, it was really good. It was really nice, your class. How do you feel? You feel excellent, yes? This is our job. When we are professors, when we are translators, we need this affirmation. You were really good. Good job, you did very nice. I liked very much the way you did something. So we have this. So this dignity is through self-worth. We feel that we value something when people say something good to us in our profession, as professors or And then, on the other side, we have artificial intelligence seems omnipotent. It knows everything. We become dependent. So now we have this big thing that knows everything. And then we are like, I'm not going to touch, or I'm going to overuse, because this is better than I am. So we have these two kind of people. First, people that don't get closer, because if they get closer, they feel they're going to be burned. So how I am so rude, I studied a lot my whole life, and now I'm going to be replaced by this machine, so I'm not going to get closer to that. Or we have these people that start overusing that. As an example, I have this text here from one of my classes. I teach college writing on the first semester for this program, American Academy. They are Brazilian students, but they are in a program that with professors from Kansas State University and professors from PUC. And then I teach college writing. And I'm not going to read everything, but what they had to do. This is the prompt I gave them. If you could give any advice to an incoming high school student, what would it be? So they had to write the essay, be positive, they had to advise about helpful things, what are the benefits from coming to college, what were their high school experiences, how is their first semester at college, your experience. See that my prompt is very personal. Trying to avoid artificial intelligence, I usually give to my students prompts, yes, very, very personal. Is your experience, your first year, your high school experience, okay? And then I have this text from my student. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to read the first paragraph just to how it sounds in your mind, okay? As the doors of a high academic swing open before you, a new chapter of your life begins. With it comes a myriad of instigate openings, challenges, and gaps that will shape your future. As you embark on this trip, it's essential to equip yourself with the necessary tools for success and particular growth. In this classic essay, we will explore two pivotal aspects that every incoming high academic pupil should concentrate on time. I stopped reading. When I read this part, I said, okay, that's enough. I don't know if you can feel, but I can feel that it's not her, it's not her experience, nothing I asked for. I'm asking you, first year at college, some people are coming to university. Give some advice. Tell them to come to college to see how nice it is. This was an extra credit exercise. And then she did this, from this, your experience, and then she did this. So I can see it's not her. And then I just wrote, unfortunately, I didn't see you in the text, so you didn't get the extra point. Because this was extra point, and she did this, Why she did this? She was supposed to talk about her experience. Why she did this? Yeah? Because we go to artificial intelligence. We say, it's so good. Then ChatGPT knows everything. So I'm going to rely on that. So, and then there is a moment you're like, who is right? So maybe you are a translator, and then you're translating, and then you think, I'm going to use this word. Let me put it here on the translator, and then you put it there. And they're like, I don't know, maybe what I thought was better. But the artificial intelligence is saying this. Who is right? And then you start searching on Google and images and other things to see who's right. So you start doubting yourself when you're using artificial intelligence. Yeah? And then the students, they go with plagiarism, yes, with bias when they use artificial intelligence, yes. There are tendency to go here, there are tendency to go there, and then they start doing because they don't believe in themselves. She could not talk about her experience in high school. You see how afraid she was to just to write, yes, to rely on artificial intelligence. So what are the impacts on students? They have this fear, over-reliance, the adoption, and students forget their own skills. Why they forget their own skills? Because for her, writing in English about her high school experience was so far away from her knowledge on the way to write in another language that she decided to put and use artificial intelligence. So what she knows and what I asked her, even after one semester, she felt like that. Of course, she didn't. There's a lot of history behind only this text, yeah? But at the end of the semester, she didn't feel that she had the knowledge to do while writing. So what I asked her high school experience was too far away from her knowledge. Yes? So that's why she went to artificial intelligence. This is what I think. Maybe she just left for the last moment, and at 11 o'clock at night she put there and then she deleted it. Maybe she just did that. But students, they forget their own skills and rely on artificial intelligence. Yeah? Now I have another example, and this one, the students is a narrative essay, and they had to write describing an experience in your life related to a sentimental or emotional object you may have bought, won, or lost. This experience can be positive, negative, humorous, poignant, or any combination thereof. So, write about a sentimental object you have. We did the brainstorm, we did all the draft, everything, the outline, everything. And then we're going to read the introduction of one text. So, for this one, I really want you to pay attention and try to go inside what this student wrote, okay? So, all it takes is a single glance inside someone's house to learn about who they are. The arrangement of objects, for instance, does not simply talk about their organization skills, but also reveals what they care about the most by arranging prominent items in front of others. The objects themselves can tell tales of places visited, gifts received, prizes earned, or beliefs held. Yet, I find more intriguing the minimalist approach, the one where little is found, raising the air of mystery regarding who they are, requiring a question to be asked to learn more, one that can be answered by something that will not occupy much space, but holds something dear to the heart, a picture. They are the perfect kind of sentimental object, allowing you to carry the road in your hands without bringing the road with you, showing what cannot be carried or touched, and transferring feelings that simple words cannot convey with ease. Do you see the difference from the first one? Of going inside your house or anybody's house, looking at the objects and imagining, oh, this object I bought in this place, this object I won on this place, or maybe you remembered a picture that you have that has the sentimental value. So this student, if this student used artificial intelligence, he used it as a tool for some words, not to repeat some words maybe, or to get his vocabulary richer, so he used a synonym. So I can see that maybe he could have used some Grammarly or something like that, but not artificial intelligence. You cannot have this feeling, do you think? You cannot have this feeling when using, and this is just introduction. After he's going to write about 3 pictures, yes, as sentimental object. Both essays are very personal, and one student used artificial intelligence, and this one, I believe, if it used, is more as a tool than, the whole essay as the other one. So, what we have to know that, it's a little bit of math, we're not from math, but artificial intelligence is bigger than the professor, yes? This is what some people think. If we use artificial intelligence, if we do this, if we do that, it's bigger than the professor. But the idea is that when you have the professor with the artificial intelligence, is bigger than artificial intelligence, yes? So if I bring to my class, if I use this in my class, it's going to increase students' knowledge, is going to bring some games, going to bring some quiz, or many other things that I can help my students with artificial intelligence if I bring to class. So I don't need to be that professor that's not going to touch, but I don't need to be that student maybe that over-relies on artificial intelligence, but I can be in the middle. I can use, but moderate, like everything in life, yes? So, I'm going to try something for the first time. I don't know if it's going to help to be okay, but you're going to help me. I'm going to try to demonstrate how artificial intelligence replicates human beings. So this is what we're going to do. Pay attention to the exercise. First, I'm going to read everything and then you're going to do. First thing, you're going to look at the person next to you. So find a person next to you, okay? You're going to look. Maybe you have to move places a little bit, okay? Then you're going to look at the person. Wait. And then we're going to look at each other and count until 3. So you're going to look, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to say a word. Any word. Any language, okay? And then, if you did not say the same word, you're going to try a new one. You cannot repeat the ones you have already said. You have to try a new one. And then, until you both say the same word. There's going to be a time you both are going to say the same word. If this works. And let's see how many times. The third time we did it. Or we are here 20 times and not getting anywhere. Let's see. So, okay, you're going to look at each other. 1, 2, 3. Bob. Not the same word. 1, 2, 3. And then you go until you get the word. Okay? Let's try it. So get a person next to you and let's see how it goes. Go, please. Okay, some people look happy, that means it worked, yeah? So, they said the same word in different languages, and the first time they said the same word but in different languages. Okay, how many times? 5, and then on the 5th, you got the same word, 4. Who else? You never got the same word? No? No. People.
You just need to say the word at the same time, right?
Yes. And then you try again and try again. Okay, after you do it correctly. Did it work? So, what I want to try to show you is when you are sitting next to one person, you have this big range of words, right? You can say any word in any language. So the range, yes, if you think like a phoneme like this. And then you go, and then you go, and then you go, and then you have the same word. What artificial intelligence is going to use is going to use the same words here, because it's algorithm. Everybody knows this word already, yes? It's going to repeat what everybody's using. If we are talking about Shein, and then on your cell phone is going to appear promotions from Shein, yes? So is what usually happens, yeah? What I want to tell you with this is, let's value the first step, the big range, all this knowledge that we have, all the words we have, all this that we have, and not value this, what is bias or is also thought from you, yes? Let's think about the big thing, the big range we have. So, we have to insert artificial intelligence in your life. You have to do this, because you cannot be an outsider. You get, it's strange. You cannot be, I want to try quizzes. I'm going to try this in my class. I'm going to try some prompt on ChatGPT and see how it works. So if we have some discussion in class, let's see how the artificial intelligence is thinking. Yes, let's see how it is. We cannot be 100% afraid and not, get wet. So let's try to insert a little bit. But also, there is a point that we customize. So then we already know, I can do this, I can do that. You feel more comfortable in using. So we can have to do this. It's okay to do that. And then, this is me.
Ai, que fofa ela, que linda.
Karina,
Linda.
incorporando Van Gogh agora. Ela aventou a possibilidade de viver só de pintura, mas eu acho que eu vou demovê-la da ideia.
Vou viver da minha
arte. Melhor não, né? Melhor não. Acho que ela é uma excelente...
Como pintora,
Como pintora, é uma
professora.
excelente professora de língua inglesa, essas coisas assim, né?
I'm saying, I hate painting. I'm really bad, you can see. This is my art. I cannot live from my art, So, of course it's not good. But Oxford University, they invited some people to have this experience with painting, and then I went there. Of course, I felt like, no way, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going. Yes, of course I felt that. But then after, you start doing it, and okay, this is what I did. It's there in my house. My children, they didn't believe I did it by myself. They don't believe, and I said, okay, good, the affirmation, I'm really good. They think I bought that. But two things here. One, is a starlight from Van Gogh, and you can buy anywhere. Yes, there are a lot. You can paint by yourself because you have the instructions. So we have these assets and we can do it. It's never going to be the same as the original. It's never going to be the same because the original is the original, right? The painting, the original painting, Starlight, the original one, is the original one. We can try to replicate, we can try to do our best. There are a lot of tutorials that you can do. It's never going to be the same. They're not the same feelings, they're not the same, right? But at the same time, I was there, trying to do my best and living that moment, yeah? So, what are possible solutions for us? We can bring to our classes non-tech materials, yes. Try to bring all their activities for them, like painting, as I was doing, or trust exercise. Have you done trust exercise? You have to draw something with blind eyes. You have to trust what the other person is saying. Or you have you tried to walk somewhere with fold eyes and someone is guiding you? You have to trust the person, right? So when you do this kind of exercise, you're working with directions in your English classes. So do blindfolding instead of going to artificial intelligence and look for, do the class, use their body while you're teaching, yeah? Use negotiation. You cannot negotiate. Some people already try to negotiate. I don't know. My children try to negotiate with Alexa. And then they're like, she's stupid. She doesn't know. Because there's a point that she doesn't go anymore. Yes? Because it's Alexa. Yeah? So when you do this in class, it's real. Yes? It's communication. You are learning new skills. Try more human-to-human activities. Yes, they have to talk, they have to communicate, they have to help. There are a lot of activities. They have to build a tower. Who builds the tallest tower? Can be with newspaper, can be, I don't know, with whatever. But they have to work together, they have to communicate. So this is human-to-human. Yeah? Interpretation, arguments, debates. So I cannot say that if you're going to have a debate or if you're going to have an argument, they can go to artificial intelligence and get some ideas. Of course, it's okay. But also, they have to believe that they know, that they are intelligent, that they have their self-worth to discuss, to debate, to have their arguments. Yes, this is what we have to value on them. That they are creative, yes? People around us, they are creative, they are good. If we just rely on artificial intelligence, we diminish ourselves. We doubt ourselves. I think it's like this, but ChatGPT said that. Maybe it's right. No people, you're humans, you have your own value, yeah? So I'm going to give you another example.
Andres Valencia is a contemporary artist from California whose work goes for as much as $250,000. The only catch? He's just 11 years old. The child prodigy has been painting since he was 5 years old, and his work is inspired by art world icons like Jean-Michel Basquiat, George Condo, and Picasso, as well as kid world icons like Click and Play Army action figures and, of course, Pokemon. In 2021, Valencia became the youngest artist in the industry to have his own booth at Art Miami. This year, he returned to the fair and sold 11 pieces, fetching a total of $1.3 million.
I've been painting a lot of my life. I started painting when I was 5 or 6, and I just always liked art, and I just always enjoyed painting and drawing. I like that people enjoy my art, and it's fun going to different art shows.
Celebrities like Brooke Shields, Sofia Vergara, and even Kim Tae-young, aka V from BTS, have purchased his work.
I have a lot of favorites, so I don't think I have one in particular. I'd have to say Arnold. That one, I added a little something different to it. I got inspired by Modigliani to do the long and thin neck.
Can you tell me when you first heard about the war?
Well, it was a little shocking that it actually happened, and I felt like I needed to help, so I did that painting. It's basically of what's going on, and there is a soldier attacking the innocent people, and a hand, like an empowerment hand, saying that Ukraine is not going to give up. My dream is to have my art hanging in the Louvre in Paris.
My son. Probably he didn't have those parents that said, no, you cannot do that. No, don't get dirty. No, don't use that. Don't put your hands. Probably his parents were not like that. Yes? So, but we all were born with creativity, with a lot of ideas, We were born with that. But then a lot of people say, no, 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 putting a lot of boxes. Yes? So my idea today, and as a mother, I always think about that, how I can let my children continue being creating things until they get older, you know? Because there is something that happens in certain age that we stop creating. I don't know what is that, you know? And then, why we do that? So why don't we start doing again, painting again, like I did, or, you know, writing again, or creating something? Why don't we do this? Because someone says no, because someone is going to say something that we are doing wrong, or something else, yeah? So my idea today is, let's think when we stop doing something that really values for us, for some reason, and let's do this, let's continue. And then we redeem, yes, we rescue our self-worth, our own value. And then we don't rely so much on the artificial intelligence. We are very creative. So I'm going to use this word in this text because I am creative. Don't rely on something that's not creative, yes? That's something that's not your identity. When you bring something to the class, it's because your identity is there. If you use artificial too much, it's not your identity. Yeah? So let's try to rescue this ourselves, you know, our creativity in our classes or in our jobs, you know. I just put this music. So, define yourself. You are a creator, you are a listener, you are a discoverer, you are a dignifier, you have the sense of self-worth. So use artificial intelligence as a guide, a tool, not a replacement, yeah? Grow your mindset, insert artificial intelligence, art experimentation. Try a little bit, but don't rely, yes? And remember that you have all these qualities, because we have, yes, all these qualities. Okay, so redeem yourself, yes, that's the idea I wanted to bring to you today, that we can have artificial intelligence as a tool, but we have to value ourselves also, yeah? So thank you so much. This is my Instagram, if you want to follow, yes? Thank you. And I would like to mention that I was inspired by Professor Ted Lett. So it's not only me, some people helped me also during this process, and I got really inspired from him as well, okay?